Oh, well, see, I can say a lot, so, but I want you to.
I'm the total queen if you aren't the only one.
Ooh,
and I say it even worse.
Really? Oh, what do you do?
Join the club.
Ah.
All the time.
Ooh, okay.
I'm a yeah, but
Welcome to my world.
Uh-huh.
You say that too.
Uh-huh.
I finish their sentence.
I love
And
this.
I hate and it's not nice. It's so not nice.
I always get impatient and just finish it.
Because it takes so long to get it out.
Oh, that's
And you're like, you know?
Oh, that's so funny. And we've all done it. I've done every one of these. Okay? Every one of these.
But
You know.
sometimes can't me too be an
Yes.
acknowledgement?
Yes,
that's
me
like,
too. It depends on how you do it.
Yeah.
Right. But if somebody's saying to you, like, oh God, I'm so tired today. I mean, you could say, but you know, when you, it's like an out creation.
Yeah.
Okay? It's
Right.
like, well, you just took that from me. I'm communicating with you. I'm telling you something.
Yeah.
And then when you make it be, oh, me too. I have a headache. Oh, me too. I'm
I
like,
do that all the time.
well, you know, can I just be the one that has a headache? Not you today.
What would you
Or-
say, I'm sorry, or what would you say, I hope you feel better?
Well, depending on who am I talking to.
My husband,
Is he what? Orientation.
communication.
Okay. So what do you need to do?
But he says exactly what's coming out of your mouth. He said,
Yeah.
well, can I just have a headache today? You have to have a headache today as well? Oh, he says that.
Or somebody says, I've had a headache for the last 23 days.
Yeah, you
Right? Oh, you win. You know?
Years.
Right?
win,
See
girl.
where humor can
You
come in
win,
now?
yeah.
And they'll get it, right? You can say, okay, you win.
So humor's a good,
Oh, I love humor.
Okay.
I mean, if you can pull it out, and then loving, it's where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Not that nasty, sarcastic. No. Not belittling, not making the person feel bad. But I think humor in a pinch, it breaks that heavy mental, you know, like you
Yes.
feel the thickness in the room.
Yeah.
And if you can pull it off, I think it just, do you ever do that? The first, I got married, and the first fight we had, you know, I stomped upstairs or whatever, right? And I was in my office, and I don't know how it came to me, but the thought came to me was, oh my God, I'm married.
Right.
I don't get to leave. And then I thought, well, so what are we going to do?
Point, right.
Right? So I came downstairs, and I went to my husband, and I said, okay, let's just make up, because we're going to anyway. So why don't we just make up right now? And we laughed and laughed and laughed.
oh.
Right? Because we're going to make up in 3 days, or we're going to have 3 days of misery, or let's just make up right now, because we're not getting a divorce, we just got married, you know, right?
Yeah.
So I think in those cases, you know, I mean, if it fits,
I
right?
think you really have to genuinely, for me, because I go to sarcasm so easily, if I really like the person,
Yes.
the humor is very genuine. I can be funny
Yeah.
and kind of be funny with it, and they won't maybe take it
No.
like sarcasm.
It's where are you coming from with it? Is that your intention?
Yeah.
Because intention has, and that's a whole nother course, class at least. And what is your intention behind your communication? I'm telling you, intention, I'm always getting into something, but intention is just really huge. You know, like I have an intention for this class. I have an intention for everything, right? Go ahead.
What I find is, on that topic about, I have a headache, well, I have one too, and to throw humor, not throw, but to come back with something funny,
Yeah.
that person is already triggered by the fact that, oh, can't I have a headache? Oh, you have to always have a headache, or he's already in that moment where my humor he may not even hear it. So how
If
do
he's
you
in an
fix
upset,
that?
it's probably not, you know, depending on the person. I mean, if they
Yeah.
are truly, but he's so communication oriented.
Yes.
So I don't know how easily he'll get triggered, you know.
So
It's
maybe if we have sex, it'll go away.
that is brilliant. Woo! I'm going to add that to my oh, I love it.
It's a good one.
That was great. I don't think he'll get triggered behind that one.
I don't think so. I think the headache will go away as well.
Yeah.
That was great.
I'm taking an aspirin.
Woo! Take your blue pill. pill.
I
No,
love it.
okay.
I love it.
All right, so now let's see, I'm gonna try to do this a little bit better. Okay, so now we're gonna go into, because I wanna get through this. Okay, so as I promised, I'm giving you, information on when the different orientations are triggered. Okay, so this is really gonna be helpful. How should we do this?
You gave it to us last week, right, that one?
No, this is, well, yes, but I expanded on it a little bit. Well, I didn't give you the solution. You wanna just take one and pass it down?
Sounds good.
Yeah, I didn't give you the solution, I just told you, right, which was really cool, which was, what happens. So now you know, I think I gave all my copies away.
I got this one.
Cause connection.
I think last week we told you, right? We kinda ended the class with, what happens to like a connection person, but we didn't go into what do we do, what's the
Yes.
solution, what do I do when they start crying, what do I do when they get angry, right? So,
Thank
one
you.
thing, could I just interject here for a moment? Is
That's
that,
Teresa.
thank you. Can I just, I wanna just mention,
Both? Yeah. I'm sorry.
and I should be repeating this like all the time.
Is it two handles?
Okay, this is not every little detail. This is not every solution to every situation. You know what I mean? I mean, communication, thank you. Communication is, you know, I mean, it's too broad and deep. Okay, does everyone have cause-oriented trigger?
I have two.
Okay, I think you're missing one.
I'm missing a connection and communication.
You
So I
have
do not-
connection?
I do not
Okay,
have cause.
Here we go.
Here it is,
Thank you.
connection.
Okay.
Alright, I got all three.
Thank you. Okay, so, let's see, which one should we do first? Let's do, connection. Okay, so, connection. Okay, so we know about those peoples, right? Okay, we have one or two here. Okay, when they get upset right away, right? They don't, it's not like a delayed thing, which is another orientation we'll go over. But when they get upset, hurt very easily and quickly, okay? And what do?
Shut down.
Thank you. Right,
Isolate, get
Right.
quiet.
yep. Maybe they cry,
Calm you.
right?
I did
So-
today. I started
Did
crying.
you?
did?
I got my, I mean, since I left the office, I had tears in my eyes.
For
Ah.
frustration or
Yeah.
you were frustrated?
Can they get angry?
Who?
Of course. The connection oriented.
Once every
well,
couple of years.
It would you say?
Every couple of years.
Right, I was just gonna say, it takes a very long time
Because I got angry.
for a connection-orientated person, okay? It takes them a very long time to get angry.
So maybe what maybe I'm thinking is hurt, not anger.
Right.
That's a good
Oh,
difference.
they get
Yeah,
hurt, absolutely, eat, right?
So, well, for me, like, I was sad all day, like teary all day, but then when I got here, once I left there, then I started getting pissed.
Right,
And then when I came in here, I felt like I had a lot of anger,
yeah,
like that motherfucker.
right.
Well, you had got to say it 3 times.
Yeah, so now I just
Did
said it 4
that, did let
times.
it go?
No, there's more to it, I think there's, yeah,
It's deep.
yeah.
And it's because also it's, I'm perceiving it as, threatening my job security, and I've been there for 19 years.
Wow, that's an attack on your
So
personal.
do you know what I mean? So but that's kind of where I go, like instantly, like, okay, am I gonna lose my job over this? Like, this is crazy stuff. But it's been going on for his, so I don't say, no, I'm sorry, I know you don't
It's
want
okay.
to cover.
So, but are we answering do you have a question? I wanna just kinda make sure
But
that.
she was asking, like, when do connection people get angry, and so I did. But I
Were you
wrote
being a connection orientation
in there?
when you, yeah,
Well, I talked about my spiritual practice, and I talked about being compassionate, and I talked about, I promised to be professional, and I promised to be, compassionate.
okay, were you being connection oriented? Were you feeling like if we look at the
I think I'm a
abilities,
combo.
well, absolutely, of course. But I'm just saying, I'm just trying to get you to get in that mode because
She
you
saw
can answer
me,
that.
she said, when she started going through her stuff, and I mean, I did without even thinking, I did this. The posturing,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes, I just saw you, like at that point, she didn't think I was no longer receiving.
Mm.
But that's when I said, okay, fine, he's gonna do this, I will file a harassment suit.
So what orientation is that?
I don't know, I guess.
But one of the other ladies, what orientation is that?
Cause?
Hello, okay, so,
What do you think,
I'm shaking right now just talking about it.
yeah, I know, it's really
but
heavy charge.
why, I totally forgot what I was gonna say about why.
Do I feel threatened? Did I
I don't
finish
know
your
why you
sentence?
feel
I just thought it, you said
Did
that.
you?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
Yeah, it's great, sorry.
It's observation.
I love it.
I can't remember, I wanted to know why, I know, you feel powerless, like maybe, like, you feel that you're not gonna get, there's not gonna be a positive outcome with this guy, you have to work with him, you're very, that you can't get away from him and you can't change his behavior, so being powerless and not being able to make a change can be very frustrating, which may be causing your anger because he's impacting you and there's nothing you perceive that you can do to protect
Not just
yourself.
me, but that's really the street, and I don't mean a long thing, but it's, I feel like he's harmful to the patients, and they know that, and like just recently, like he really harmed somebody. Multiple of us, I'm the one that's the most vocal, but multiple of us have complained about multiple things. It's not that I feel powerless, but our direct supervisor protects him for some reason. Is always protecting this guy. And in
So
my
maybe it
opinion, he
needs
should
to
be,
go.
he should have been written up and sent out a long time ago. So, but I know that, I was telling Risa when now I'm not just saying this just to puff my ego up, but I am the #1 requested and I'm well liked by all the upper administration. So I do have some power.
Right. Well, it may be time to take the next step if it's really getting that bad, causing you this much discomfort, there's something wrong.
You should use your power.
Yeah.
Okay, but we really wanna kind of focus on what we're learning.
Sorry.
And that would be to
Communicate.
match, who are you dealing with? Whatever he's being during the day, remember he's moving too, he's not always staying in one orientation maybe, but, and I think it goes deeper than just answering it with
I have a
that.
soul agreement, I know there's something in it for me.
I
As
did,
soon
I
as
would
walking-
love
as soon
for you
as
to
I was
get there.
driving here, I thought, oh my God, there's my throat chakra, like I've got a noose around my neck again,
Okay,
and I can't speak my truth.
right.
So I know it's something about standing in my power and speaking, but also, I don't know, that's why I'm so open right now to learning.
Well, and this is really off topic, but, for me, and I can't see it when I'm in it, just by the way, okay?
Yeah.
When I'm in it, I can't see it, but after I'm kind of through it, I can see, honest to goodness, that guy is one of your best angels.
I know that.
And
I know
you
that.
agreed, no one can be in your life unless you invited them in. And for me, even when I quit a job or get rid of that person, somebody else shows up with a different hairdo, same problem. Because, right? It is, it's the same problem over and over again, because I'm trying to learn to understand this person and to learn how to deal with them. So that person can even go away, but believe me, there'll be another one because we're creating it, which is, again, not this class, but I know where you come from, right? And so you're creating it. And then once you get that, and you and I can talk about that more later, because that's really the higher. But right now, you're in the charge of it, it's happening, it's there, we need to deal with it. But once you understand his orientation and you can match that, it's hard to do when you don't like somebody and you don't want to give them acknowledgement. I'm not going to acknowledge him, I'm not going to laugh at his joke, I'm not going to nothing. You're triggered. So you're not going to be able to do those things right now. So it goes to the next level. But let's just put that aside for a minute, okay? Let's kind of go through this.